Jungkook did a live stream that was later deleted, and many people think the company forced him to remove it. Watching it was very painful, but at the same time, it was worth it because we got to see how amazing he is. Now it hurts so much to see all the hate he receives for something as simple as being himself. He didn't say or do anything wrong, he simply showed himself with a beautiful smile while keeping many emotions and feelings to himself. We all feel his pain and the difficulties he goes through, but even so, with his pure heart, he managed to smile and give love to others. Since when did it become a crime to be honest and show who you really are? This industry is full of hypocritical people who criticize and judge without reason. These same people point the finger at Jungkook for things that they and all of us do every day. All he did was be authentic, show himself as he is, and for that, he's being punished. I deeply hate this industry and all those people who pretend to set the standards of what's right or wrong when they themselves don't follow their own rules. The hypocrisy is enormous, and the damage they cause is real. Jungkook is an example of strength, someone who, despite everything, keeps going without losing his essence. His smile is an act of courage, a way of saying he won't give in to so much judgment. He held back, but his truth seeped through in every gesture, in every glance. We all saw his effort to stay strong, to give love even though he was suffering inside. It's unfair that they criticize him simply for being human, for having feelings and for not being afraid to show them. He deserves respect, not condemnation, for everything he represents and for the light he brings to so many who admire him. In the Calvin Klein ad, Jungkook is lying down, and you can clearly see the scar on his left cheek. That same scar is very special to him because Taehyung always looks at it with such affection when they're together. I remember perfectly that day in the studio when each member had to say something to the person in front of them. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't say a word, but what Taehyung did was much more significant. He slowly leaned in and gave him a soft kiss on the cheek, right where that scar he admires so much is located. They both smiled at each other after the kiss, as if they were sharing a secret that only the two of them knew in that moment. The moment was made even more poignant by their reactions. Taehyung quickly tried to hide his wide smile by putting his hand in front of his mouth, but his eyes shone so brightly that anyone could see how happy he felt. Jungkook, for his part, looked surprised, his eyes wide, and his legs moved a little nervously as he sat, as if he couldn't control the emotion that Taehyung's kiss had stirred in him. I know his heart must have been racing at that moment because that's the natural reaction when someone you care about deeply shows you affection in such a direct and tender way. The most beautiful thing is how their bodies expressed what their words couldn't. Taehyung gently tilted his head to reach Jungkook's cheek, who received the kiss by closing his eyes for just a second, as if completely absorbing that moment of affection. The way Jungkook then stared at Taehyung shows that he was taken aback by the gesture, as if he had expected something less intimate and received this profound connection instead. This chemistry between them doesn't need complex explanations because it's clear in how they move around each other and how they seek each other out with their eyes even when there are other people in the room. The other members also made this moment more special with their comments. Suga and J-Hope said quite naturally that kissing on the cheek was something normal between them, something they always do at home, like eating every day. This confirms that the affection between Taehyung and Jungkook isn't just for show, but a part of their daily lives. When Jungkook heard these comments, he smiled, a little embarrassed but also proud, as if pleased that everyone knew this special detail about his relationship with Taehyung. It's clear that these affectionate gestures have built a very strong bond between them over the years they've shared. Jungkook's scar became a symbol of their special love that day. What many see as a simple mark on the skin, for Taehyung is a constantly visible reminder of the person he deeply cherishes. When Taehyung kissed that scar, he was showing that he loves every part of Jungkook, even those imperfections that others might not even notice. This gesture speaks volumes because it demonstrates a level of acceptance and admiration that's difficult to express in any other way. Taehyung has always had a special talent for art, and his new house clearly demonstrates this. In one of the rooms, you can see a beautiful painting of a bear eating ice cream. This work was created by Alison Friend, an artist from England who knows how to bring animals to life in her paintings. She uses oil paint, the same technique used by the great painters of the past, but with a unique and modern style. Her characters have large, expressive eyes that seem to speak, and they act in a way that reminds us of people. This combination of human and animal perfectly fits Taehyung's personality, who has always shown his purest and most genuine side. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook teaches us to value simple moments and to never lose that inner child we all carry within us. This is clearly seen in the choice of this painting to decorate his home. When Allison Friend learned that Taehyung had shown her work during a live broadcast, she was very excited. He publicly thanked Taehyung through his Instagram account, demonstrating how art can connect people from different parts of the world. This special connection between Taehyung and Friend's art is not accidental, it reflects his sensitivity and his perspective on life. Besides the teddy bear with ice cream, there are other interesting details in Taehyung's home that deserve attention. For example, he has a limited edition lamp by the artist Cause, which is highly valued for its unique style. This piece is not only decorative but also represents a connection to shared memories. Taehyung once posted a picture of Bert and Ernie, the famous Sesame Street characters, on his social media, showing his fondness for icons that represent special friendships. These elements in his decor are not random objects, each one tells a part of his personal story and reflects his artistic tastes. The way Taehyung decorates his space says a lot about his personality and how he relates to the world. Each object he chooses seems to hold a special meaning, like a piece of a larger puzzle. The Cause lamp next to the bear painting creates a dialogue between different artistic expressions, united by a search for sincerity and authenticity. This coherence between his surroundings and his principles is what makes so many people identify with his outlook on life. It's not about displaying expensive things, but about surrounding himself with pieces that nourish the spirit and make the space feel like a true home. What's most interesting is how Taehyung manages to make his house reflect both his individuality and his connection with Jungkook without needing direct explanations. The details speak for themselves, each object seems placed with a purpose, creating an environment where they can both be themselves naturally. This way of understanding art as part of everyday life is what has captivated so many people, who see in these details the same authenticity that has always characterized Taekook. The way Jungkook and Taehyung interact reveals a special connection that's evident to anyone who observes them. When they're together, their eyes meet naturally, as if drawn effortlessly by a powerful force. Those brief touches they shared during concerts or interviews aren't casual gestures, but spontaneous displays of a closeness they've cultivated over time. What's most striking is how everything around them seems to fade away when they're with each other. The noise of the crowd, the stage lights, even other people, all lose their significance in those moments. This exclusivity in their connection is clear to anyone who pays attention. It's not something they can fake for the cameras, but an authentic manifestation of deep feelings they've nurtured over the years. The scar on Jungkook's cheek has become an important symbol of the special bond he shares with Taehyung. What for many might be just a mark on his skin, for Taehyung represents a constant reminder of the person he values most in his life. In that memorable moment when Taehyung kissed that scar, he was communicating something far deeper than a simple gesture of affection. He was showing that he loves every part of Jungkook, including those imperfections that others might not even notice. This act expresses more than many words because it reveals a level of acceptance and admiration that could hardly be shown in any other way. Jungkook's emotional reaction, not taking his eyes off Taehyung for a second after the kiss, demonstrates that he perfectly understood the meaning of that gesture, which transcended the physical to become a declaration of true love. What's interesting about the relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung is how they communicate without needing to speak. They have developed their own way of understanding each other that only they seem to fully master, based on subtle gestures, meaningful glances, and an almost instantaneous connection. Jungkook doesn't look at anyone else with that same intensity, nor does he seek closeness with other members in the calm and natural way he does with Taehyung. It's something that simply flows between them, as if they both instinctively know how to find mutual support even amidst the turmoil of their public lives. Those who have observed them closely over the years quickly understand that Taekook has created a unique world where words aren't necessary and gestures communicate everything. The evolution of their relationship over time is truly remarkable for those who have followed their journey. From the beginning, when they were just two teenagers starting out in show business, to becoming the renowned artists they are today, their connection has only grown stronger. What began as a close friendship has matured into something deeper, more complex, and more meaningful. This transformation hasn't gone unnoticed by the public. People have witnessed how their bond has evolved naturally, without any forcing or artificiality.